Hey there, Achievers. It's Abdul here, and let me tell you, I'm fired up to dive into this with you. Success doesn't magically appear overnight. It takes hustle, grit, and a fire in your belly. You have the power to learn anything, conquer any challenge, and achieve anything you set your mind to. Get ready to dive deep, get uncomfortable, and transform your approach to learning. This is about igniting a passion for growth and becoming the best version of yourself. Are you with me? Let's do this. All right, let's get real. You can't hit a target you can't see, right? It's the same with learning. You need laser-sharp clarity on what you want to achieve. Don't let those dreams stay as fuzzy wishes in the back of your mind. We're talking about grabbing those dreams, pulling them into the light, and crafting them into a crystal-clear vision. Instead of saying, I want to learn guitar, get specific. Tell yourself, I'm going to rock out 3 of my favorite songs on the guitar within the next month. That's the power of setting clear, actionable goals. It's about taking that massive, seemingly impossible dream and breaking it down into bite-sized pieces, achievable milestones that you can conquer one step at a time. And don't underestimate the power of deadlines. They light a fire under you, pushing you to stay focused and make consistent progress. We're going to track our progress, measure our wins, and celebrate every single victory along the way. This is about building momentum and proving to yourself that you are capable of incredible things. Leverage the power of planners, apps like Trello, Notion, or even good old Google Calendar to keep you organized and on track. This is your journey, your path to mastery. Let's get one thing straight. Learning anything new isn't always going to be sunshine and rainbows. There will be bumps in the road, moments of frustration, maybe even a few tears along the way. But here's the deal. That's okay. Those struggles, those mistakes, those moments where you feel like giving up, that's where the real magic happens. Anyone who's ever achieved anything worthwhile has a story filled with setbacks and failures. It's not about avoiding those challenges. It's about embracing them, learning from them, and using them as fuel to propel you forward. Approach each new challenge with curiosity, not fear. See those mistakes not as failures, but as feedback, as opportunities to adjust your approach and come back stronger. Think of it like learning to ride a bike. You didn't just hop on and start pedaling like a pro, did you? There were wobbly wheels, scraped knees, maybe even a few tears of frustration. But each time you fell, you learned something. You adjusted your balance, you pedaled a little harder, and eventually you were soaring down the sidewalk, the wind in your hair, feeling unstoppable. It's about shifting your mindset from perfectionism to progress, from fearing failure to celebrating every small win along the way. So the next time you stumble, the next time you make a mistake, don't beat yourself up. Embrace it, learn from it, and get back in the game. Remember, every expert was once a beginner. Your journey starts now. All right, let's talk about a game-changing learning strategy that will revolutionize the way you absorb and retain information, the Feynman Technique. Named after the brilliant physicist Richard Feynman, this technique is like a cheat code for understanding anything deeply and effectively. Here's the beauty of it. It's simple, it's powerful, and it works. It's all about taking complex ideas and breaking them down into simple, easy-to-understand concepts that anyone can grasp. Ready to dive in? Here are the 4 steps. Step 1, choose your target. Identify the concept, skill, or subject you want to master. Step 2, teach it like you mean it. Imagine you're explaining this concept to a friend who knows nothing about it. Step 3, identify the gaps. As you're explaining, pay attention to the areas where you struggle. Those are your knowledge gaps. Step 4, review and conquer. Go back to your source material and focus on those areas where you need to solidify your understanding. The Feynman Technique isn't just about memorizing facts, it's about truly understanding the underlying principles and being able to communicate them effectively. Embrace the role of the teacher, simplify, explain, and watch your understanding soar. Let's face it, passively watching videos or skimming through textbooks is about as effective as trying to learn to swim by reading a manual. You've got to get your hands dirty, dive in headfirst, and actively engage with the material. Passive learning might feel comfortable, but it's active learning that leads to real, lasting results. So how do you make the shift from passive observer to active participant? It's all about finding ways to interact with the information to make it stick. Here are a few powerful strategies. Take notes like a boss. Don't just highlight everything. Summarize key concepts in your own words, create mind maps, or jot down questions that pop into your head. Quiz yourself. Pretend you're on a game show and test your knowledge regularly. Use flashcards, online quizzes, or even create your own tests. Ask questions like you mean it. Don't be afraid to raise your hand, post in forums, or reach out to experts. The more curious you are, the deeper your understanding will become. Apply, apply, apply. Knowledge without application is like a car without an engine. It's not going anywhere. Put what you're learning into practice through projects, experiments, or real-world scenarios. The key is to find what works best for you and your learning style. Experiment with different active learning techniques and watch your engagement and retention skyrocket. Remember, learning isn't a spectator sport. It's about actively participating, engaging with the material and making it your own. So get in the game, embrace the challenge, and watch your knowledge and skills soar. Let's talk about motivation for a minute. It's that initial spark, that surge of excitement that gets you started on a new journey. But let's be real, motivation is fickle. It comes and goes like the tide, and it's definitely not something you can rely on long term. It's about building habits, my friend. Habits are the small, consistent actions we take day in and day out that ultimately determine our success. Think of it like this. Motivation might get you started, but it's habits that get you to the finish line. Let's face it, the journey of learning can be a whole lot more rewarding when you're not going it alone. Even the most elite athletes have coaches, mentors, and training partners to push them, guide them, and celebrate their victories. The same goes for learning anything new. Surrounding yourself with a supportive network of mentors and like-minded learners can make all the difference in your journey. Mentors are like having a shortcut to success. They've been there, done that, and have the scars and wisdom to prove it. Seek out individuals you admire, who have achieved what you aspire to, and soak up their knowledge like a sponge. Joining a community of learners, whether it's a local club, an online forum, or a study group, provides a sense of belonging, support, and accountability. You can share your struggles, celebrate your wins, and learn from each other's experiences. Seeking out mentors and communities isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. It shows that you're committed to your growth, that you're willing to learn from others, and that you understand the power of collaboration. Embrace the power of mentors and communities, and watch your learning journey transform into a collaborative and enriching experience. In the whirlwind of learning new things, it's easy to get caught up in the excitement, the challenges, and the constant pursuit of more knowledge. But here's the thing, taking the time to pause, reflect, and integrate what you've learned is just as crucial as the learning itself. Think of it like this. Imagine you're building a magnificent castle, brick by brick. You wouldn't just keep piling on bricks without stopping to check the foundation, to admire the progress, or to make adjustments along the way, would you? Reflection is like that. It's the mortar that holds everything together, the blueprint that guides your progress, and the key to unlocking your learning superpowers. So how do you make reflection a regular part of your learning journey? Here are a few powerful strategies. Journal your insights. Keep a learning journal where you can jot down your thoughts, insights, challenges, and breakthroughs. It's a powerful way to track your progress, identify patterns, and celebrate your growth. Regularly review your notes, projects, or assignments. Ask yourself, what did I learn? What could I have done differently? How can I apply this knowledge moving forward? Seek feedback. Don't be afraid to ask for feedback from mentors, peers, or teachers. Their perspectives can provide valuable insights and help you identify blind spots. Reflection isn't about dwelling on mistakes or being overly critical of yourself. It's about approaching your learning journey with a growth mindset, celebrating your progress, and identifying areas where you can continue to evolve. As we reach the end of this incredible journey together, I want you to remember one crucial thing. Success isn't about being perfect, it's about making progress. It's about embracing the journey, the challenges, and the triumphs along the way. You have the power to learn anything, to achieve anything you set your mind to. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Embrace your curiosity, nurture your thirst for knowledge, and never stop pushing yourself to grow. Now, I want to hear from you. What are you passionate about learning? What goals are you striving to achieve? Share your thoughts, your dreams, and your commitment to growth in the comments below. Let's inspire and support each other on this incredible journey of lifelong learning.